Today is the 9th of July. This is my second video of the day. Some days I'm just really inspired. I got a lot of ideas on my mind. So I just feel like I might as well just get it out while I still remember, while it's there. You got to act on your inspiration while it's there. The topic of this video is basically you just got to get up and you got to go do it, right? There's a lot of things that we all want to do. There's a state that we want to be in, but for whatever reason, it always seems like success is evading us. And one of the reasons this is so is because we sit back and we allow that inner voice, that mediocre man in our minds that's speaking to us, to influence us. That's that voice that says, oh, well, maybe if you put this off until later, you don't want to do this right now. Maybe somebody ain't going to like this. Somebody's going to ridicule you. So stay in that safe zone and avoid criticism. Don't put yourself out there. Just stay safe, just stay under the radar. And, you hear this voice over and over in your head and you allow yourself to be influenced by it. And therefore, you never take any action. And without any action, you're going to stay in the same position in life. Because in life, action is what produces a result. Your series of accumulated actions, they interact with each other and they interact with the world, and a certain outcome happens. Like if you mix two chemicals together, they ain't supposed to be mixed together, an explosion can result. But if you never mix them chemicals together, nothing will happen. So you have to take some kind of action eventually, right? But your actions have to be the proper actions so that you can get the desired results and you don't get that so-called explosion. So basically, man, some of you have talents like music, drawing, singing, but you never act upon them because, you let that mediocre man in your mind hold you back. They just telling you stuff like, oh, you never make it. Such and such is so much better than you, so you might as well not even try. But what you really need to be doing is you don't need to be looking at somebody else's level. You just need to be out there enjoying yourself and expressing yourself and putting yourself out there so others can experience, whatever talent it is that you have. If you make a whole bunch of money off of it, cool. If you don't, cool. At least you're doing what you love. I'm not saying to quit your job or, make some rash decisions, but we all have a lot more time than we think. In reality, a lot of people waste a ton of time. One of the biggest ways they waste time is just sitting in front of that brainwash box, aka the television, watching other people live their lives, aka reality shows. That time that you spend watching that garbage, you could be sitting there, developing your skills, and putting something together, making some, creating some drawings, some music or whatever, and then just spreading it out on your little social media and seeing if anybody likes it. And you may not get millions of followers, but at least somebody will be able to experience your creative force. At least somebody will potentially like what you're doing. Now, you shouldn't do things just because somebody's going to like them, but I'm just saying that if you never put yourself out there, nobody can experience, your inner nature, and you're going to miss out on some very cool connections that you could have made. Now, with me, I'm not the most talkative person, right? So for the longest time, I've expressed myself through my writings. And, a lot of people found advice that was useful through that. But I just came to a point where I figured I really need to step this verbal game up. So let me do this video thing. Let me put myself out there. And of course I had that mediocre man speaking to me like, oh, somebody's gonna say something. They're not going to like what you say. They're gonna try to ridicule you. But you just gotta push him outside the way, push him out the way, and you just gotta put yourself out there. It's like no matter what you do, you're going to have haters. God created this universe, right? He created everything. And yet there's a lot of, there's a large contingent that don't like God. So if there's a contingent that doesn't like the creator of the universe, there's no way that everybody's going to like you. It's impossible. No matter what you do, somebody's going to dislike it. So why allow someone who doesn't have your best interest in mind, who doesn't care for you at all, why give them power over you to limit your decisions, to limit your potential success? A lot of people ain't gonna like the message that I have to kick, but why should I withhold this message because of them? When my message can actually potentially help a lot of people. So what I had to do is I just had to record these videos, throw them up on YouTube, and now I'm just spreading it around, And we all got things in our lives that we want to do, that we want to improve at. And what you have to do, you just have to sit back, you have to think about it, formulate a game plan, pray over it, and then you got to go act on it. A lot of people going to have their words to say, but you just got to stand strong, push them out the way, and go do it. As a man, one of the most important things that you need to understand is you are accountable for your own success. This is something that I see, amongst a lot of guys. They out here and they're looking for like some kind of guru, some kind of master or something that's going to give them the 1, 2, 3 easy steps to success. But in reality, it's not going to happen, because we're all human and everybody's in a different circumstance. Everybody has a different situation. So one man can give you the formula that worked for him, but because you're in a different circumstance, it's not going to work for you. Like I can give you advice for things that work for me, but you try it and it doesn't work for you, and you get mad at me and say, and start talking bad about me. No, this is what you need to do. You need to understand that I'm just offering you an opinion, right? My opinion. And you need to just take this advice and see if it logically fits your situation. Try it out. If it doesn't work, discard it and try something else. You have to be accountable and say, okay, this particular method, this particular strategy didn't work, but I'm going to find a strategy that does work. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to discard that strategy. I'm going to analyze the situation and see if I can discover any facts that bring me closer to the solution, and then I'm going to try something else. And I'm going to keep on doing this over and over and over until I find something that works. So, if you want to get past this mediocrity, if you want to do something in life, you have to be accountable for your own success. And you can't rely on somebody else's advice to make your life, they're just giving you a single strategy. And on top of that, you can't let that mediocre man influence your thoughts, and you can't let these haters stop you from doing something. So on that note, sit back today and figure out what you really need to be doing and get to work. And on that note, I hope this video helped you out. I hope you found something positive from it. And on that note, God bless, and I'm out. Peace.